Alrighty, how's it going? Back here again, erudite elocution, the main man. Back after a bit of a hiatus. College finals and everything. 5 classes. Had finals for 4 of them, but I also had 3 papers to finish. A lot of work, and I'm working part time. Had a lot of busy. Not a lot of time for the old YouTube, but just wanted to come back and start getting more into the videos. Um, and I'm not sure. I can't tell right now while I'm recording, but you might notice that the quality is a bit different. I'm not sure. If it is, that is because I am recording on my computer now. When I used to record on my phone, because I have deleted YouTube on my phone, for a reason I may expand on in a different video. I did watch. The reason being, I did watch a video by this guy. I'm not remembering his name, but it was saying that, like, it's something that I experienced. I don't have any social media myself, but it was saying basically that. Let me see if I find it while I'm talking real quick. Um, he was saying basically that people that take the route that I have, where I have no social media or I have deleted the social media, tend to get addicted to YouTube, and even if it's not like, what would you call it, non-educational content, or even if it is, yeah, like non-educational content, right, like YouTube shorts, that's still bad, right? That going from social media to YouTube shorts is basically no difference. But what he was saying is that people will go from social media to YouTube, and they will go to even educational content, right, watching like political or philosophical talks that are you would call it, that are brain nourishing, that are educational, right? But it doesn't even matter anyways, because you're still kind of exposing yourself to all this content, and it is still making you suggestible, right? So even though you Garden of Aiden, that is the YouTuber. I'm not sure what his real name is. Garden of Aiden. That's it. So I deleted YouTube on my phone. Again, not even having the source of temptation there is a lot easier, right? It's like saying no one time at the grocery store is easier than saying no 100 times at home. So no longer recording YouTube videos on my phone. I don't have YouTube on my phone anymore. I still have access to it on my computer, obviously, just to upload videos. But my computer is a lot harder to access YouTube on, as opposed to my phone, where I just open it up and unlock it, and I'll open YouTube. My computer, I have to open it. I have to go to the web browser. I have to go to YouTube. It is just a lot harder of a process, and it's also, the computer is smaller. I can't bring it to other places. So that's pretty much it. That's just my reasoning. And today, because I had a new book to review, I keep forgetting what my review system is, so I'm gonna make. I think the last time I combined the review system with a book review, so like I would have to go through my book reviews and see where I established it. So this video is gonna be dedicated solely to my book review. I'm getting a lot back into reading now. I'm reading a lot more, and I really want it. Some of the books I read are really good, and I want to share my thoughts on them. So this is gonna be my official book review system. We are gonna use a scale of 0 to 100. I feel like 0 to 10 is too. It's too restrictive. I want to use 100 so I can be very specific, right? Because there is specifics that it gets into. So this is where it's gonna go on. I would say I'm not making this up on the fly per se, but this is kind of like what I want to distinguish um, my systems. So 0 to 40, like, pass below 40 or below, is probably just gonna be like a don't read, like just absolutely not worth reading at all. If I could take back the time that not even for free, I would read this book. Like if I found it on one of the little free libraries, I wouldn't take it. I would not bother with it at all. It's just not worth it. 40 or below, that's it. And of course, within 40, there's gonna be like, maybe towards the upper end, 40s is going to be like, or to like 30s, high 30s, is going to be like, okay, I can see how some people would like this. Personally, it's not my cup of tea. Um, Anywhere below like, All right, so maybe we'll get a little more into it. Um, Actually, I won't because I don't feel like I'm usually really good at picking books that I think I'll like based off like the cover. Not the cover. That sounds shallow. Based off the synopsis on the back. So I don't feel like I would ever purposely read a book that is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna hate this. Like I'm really good at telling whether I'm gonna like a book or not. Um, I've been surprised, but it usually goes the other way, where I don't think I'm gonna like a book that much, and no, where I think I might like a book and then I like it less. So, but I usually probably won't ever get a book that I would say like, oh, this is a 10 out of 100 or a 20 out of 100. So we'll just keep it at that, right? 40 or below, never would read it. Just wasn't worth it. 40 to 50 is going to be like, it's not my cup of tea, but somebody else may like it. It's not like a terrible book. It definitely has an audience, but it's just not me. I don't think it's a very big audience. Um, and I mean, the writing quality is not great. It's not terrible. It's just meh. It's more to terrible than it is to great. I wouldn't buy it, but if you found it for free, then and you have like nothing else to read, then it's not a waste of time to read. Like 40s or below is a waste of time to read. Like if you could get back the time from reading that book, then you should. But above 40, it's like it's not a waste. It's not a complete waste of time. If you have another book to read, so 40s to 50s, if you have another book to read, then do it. But if this is the only thing you have, then it's not bad. 51 to 60 is gonna be like, you know what? It's not terrible. It's not like a great book, but it's not as bad as a 40s to 50s. Definitely still wouldn't pay for it. Wouldn't buy it. Would only get it if it's free. But it's a little bit better than filler. It's not exactly. This is definitely has a bit of a larger audience. This is like it has good merits to it. It's not like it has some reading quality to it. Yeah, it's just not. It's not great. It's not terrible. 50s to 60s. 60s to 70s. All right, we're starting to get good. This is where we're starting to get good. We're starting to get into good literature. Um, Obviously, and then for all of these scales, 61 versus 68 or higher, or like 70 is going to be a big difference. There's still a difference within the categories, which I will elaborate on within each video. But so 60s to 70s is like, you know what? Maybe if this was on sale and it was like less than $5, yeah, I would buy it. It's definitely worth, it's definitely worth spending money on. Um, you could definitely like it wouldn't be a bad investment to spend money on this. Pretty good book. It has good uh it has some merits. It's better than a lot of books out there. Yeah, I'd spend up to like $5 on these books. And then we have 70 to 80s. 70 to 80s is starting where we're getting to is where we're starting to get into good literature, right? This is like I would buy this book at regular price. Definitely not a waste of time. Great, good book. It would fall into like a top 100 book list. I mean, if people have read 100 books, it would fall into a top 100. It's like, okay, well, maybe I shouldn't say top 100. Most people haven't read 100 books, but it's a good book. It's not a waste of time. Buy it at regular price, 70 to 80s. 80s to 90s. Definitely buy it. Buy it at regular price. If I'm giving something an 80 to a 90, 100%, I think you can be guaranteed if you are into the same stuff that I am into, philosophy, psychology, it is going to be a good book. You will like it. It should be at one of the top of your priority list of reading, and you're not gonna be disappointed. And then 90 to 100 is gonna be very exclusively given out. I mean, these are just like great books. These are number one books. I mean, this is like you have to read this, even if it's like marked up. It's twice the price, and you have the chance to get your hands on one of these books. You have to read it. You got to do it. Yeah, so that's basically my book review system. Just there for future clarification, and I'm about to use this for my book review that I'm about to do right now, after this video. So, thanks for watching, like and subscribe. Boom. See you later.